Yeah, I would take that even a slightly different direction in that, like, the toughest ones to prepare for are the ones where, you can only do so much, meaning
Right.
like, I could tell you everything about LeBron's game and his tendencies and things that he does, but at the end of the day, he's so freaking smart that, no matter what you do, he's still gonna probably find a way to beat you.
Right.
So I'd say guys like he stands out obviously as probably the smartest player that I've ever seen. I mean, I don't know if you've heard some of the stories of him. Like there was a famous one where they were playing the Raptors and Patrick Patterson, I think, forgot like one of the Raptors plays, and LeBron like told him what to do. Like he was telling Patrick Patterson, "Oh yeah, you're supposed to go over here." He knew the Raptors plays better than their own
No.
players. So yeah, he was unbelievably smart. I mean, Harden.
What does a typical game day look like?
Yeah, I mean, with the Wizards, it probably arrive getting there around 7 in the morning, and sometimes leaving around midnight. You get there very early. You get set up for the coaches meeting for that day to make sure you finalize all the details of the game plan, what film you're going to present to the team. Make sure you have all the game plans and documents printed for the coaches and the players, everything you give out to the team, and then you go on to have a little bit of shoot around, walk through, usually at like 11 in the morning, where you present to the team exactly what the game plan is going to be. As a staff, we would tend to maybe play a little pickup or something around like 2 in the afternoon, little bonding and staying in game shape for us. And then by 4 or 5, you're on to really making sure you have everything set for the next game, and 3 to 5 games down the road sometimes, just being really thorough with the game planning process and making sure you have every play call, every tendency, every nuance to how a team plays. And during the game, I would be in the locker room live coding the game, breaking it down on the software so that coaches could get it right after the game ends, and watch it all broken down for them. And after the game, you spend a little time finalizing that, making sure all the coaches get it, doing again some more stuff for any opponents you have coming up soon. And then by the time that's all done, like I said, around midnight, you're finally getting out of there.
What was it like being around John Wall and Bradley Beal?
They were great. Brad was probably the best worker I've ever been around. He was always like first in the gym, last to leave. And then, his growth as a player is not a surprise at all, given his work ethic. Humble, quiet guy, but a great worker, great competitor. And then John was definitely that same way as a competitor. I mean, he was guys loved playing with him. He wasn't as great as Brad was in terms of like the preparation and work side, but once you got out there in a game, there's few guys that you'd rather like go to war with. I mean, he just was a maniacal competitor and just absolutely despised losing and played so hard every single night. They both were good guys. They down to earth, always available and willing to have a conversation and so on. So I was really lucky that I got to spend time around them with the Hall of Famer Paul Pierce for a season.
Oh, that's right.
Nene, Trevor Ariza. Yeah, we had a good deal of pretty good vets come through in DC. For 4 years, I was the head video coordinator for the Washington Wizards. Traveled with the team. I tell people it's almost like you're an assistant to the coaches. You're just in every coach's meeting, responsible for a bunch of the game planning, preparation process, opponent film, our own film, being out on the court to assist with workouts, practices, that whole deal. After those 4 years, I spent a year as a regional advanced scout for the Hawks and the Raptors, which is, if you're not familiar, almost just like you're a a spy. It's totally legal. You know, every team has people that do it, and you get a credential and sit right at press row. But the job is literally just, you know, watching the coaches and trying to get the play calls. So like if the Raptors were playing the Celtics soon, I'd go and just watch Brad Stevens and write at, you know, 11 minutes he called elbow, 9 minutes he called thumb down five, whatever it is, you know, and just try to make sure you're getting all the play calls accurately for the teams you're scouting for. So yeah, I spent 6 years total with the Wizards, a year doing the advanced scouting for those two teams, and now I've been doing the media side at Scout with Brian on Twitter and YouTube and all that. And yeah, I think that